We all good? Cool. I think we are on. Sound up? No? No sound. Mic on? I don't know if the sound is... I can't tell if the sound is on or not. Sound? No sound. Yes, sound's on. Cool. A bit low. Mic on? A bit strange. There we go. Okay. Where are now? Oh, because that's on, that's why. Just the audio's on for some reason anyway. Welcome to Queensville, guys. Hello there. Welcome to another live stream of the stream. So I streamed a little early today. The best time I can do this, obviously, from it. Let me just mute the broadcast here for some reason. Don't need that anyway. Welcome to another monthly work of Queen stuff. Queensville's back. Yes, I have got the animal with me. I have got a... Yes, I have things to say before we begin. Today's topic today is going to be all about bootlegs. But I need to make a little mistake I made on the video I did recently, the live stream. I forgot to do the 7 singles. I did. So I'm going to try today to hopefully do that anyway. But yeah, when I was doing the albums, I totally forgot about the 7 singles. There was a couple of 7 singles as well that I would have done. Kind of was a bit rushed to do that video on that day because I had other things to sort out with the animal and everything else. But anyway, moving on from that, there's a quick thing I need to mention, and this is very important. Now, don't dislike the video, don't do anything. This is really important. Yesterday, I got a message on Queensville's personal Facebook page. Somebody had messaged me yesterday saying that they enjoy the videos, they download my videos, and they watch my videos. That's totally fine, absolutely fine. Until yesterday, when things went a bit weird. Apparently, somebody had tried to find... Well, they didn't... By the way, they didn't log into it, by the way. Somebody wanted my personal information to log into my account. And as you all know, you've got to have a Google account first. You've got to have an email, which is legit. I think this person was either taking the piss or either just really not thinking in terms of what she was trying to do. So she's banned now. I've banned it on my Facebook page. And if you're watching this video, you may download my content, but you may not stream my content. And if I find out that you are doing that, do not do that because you are taking away my personal page. So just be aware, guys, of if you find that there's a person out there, I can't remember her name now, but she was trying to get information from YouTubers. So be careful, guys. And don't worry, guys, I have all my videos and they are still there. But nobody can actually log into it. You have to have a legit Google account. Plus, I don't know how people can say that they can log into my account when it's actually got a PIN number on my phone. But that's bullshit for a start. So if anybody out there has got a problem with downloading videos off my channel, I totally have to say, that's fine. Absolutely fine. But don't just disuse yourself saying, you can't log into your account because you're compromised thingy and I can't download videos of YouTube Downloader. The no YouTube Downloader is actually just coming to an end now because YouTube Downloader is trying to finish it because they're finding other ways to download the videos. But now, J2 Downloader, I use that a lot actually. It's free. It is not spam. It is a great tool to use. J2 Downloader. I did recommend it to her. I just said thanks very much for liking my videos. But you don't ask personal information like that. You never ever ask him personal information about your Google account, and you don't ever ask that. So somebody has been spying on Tez. Don't do it, because it's nasty. And if I find that you are subscribed to this channel, by the way, you will be removed and you will be blocked. So just remember, guys, be careful out there. It's a bad world we live in. Facebook's a bad place to be. But anyway, no, but apart from that, though, Queensville's okay. The page is fine. But today, we're going to talk about bootlegs. Guys, I have been trawling the net this week for bootlegs. There's one bit that I do want to show you guys later on Discogs, which really did upset me a bit. Which I think, first of all, it's a bit sad, but it's also very moving to kind of understand what it's about. I'll show you that image later. But anyway, you may wonder from the last live stream when I was talking about the bootleg side of it, when I was talking about the Hot Space demos things, Holland release. That's where it came from, actually. It came from Holland. Produced on vinyls and things. Thought today, since it being a live stream, I had a great idea to have a Q&A session as well, because I haven't done one for a while. I mean, it's been a long time. I've had last Q&A session was done about how long ago now? 2 years ago? Wow, a long time, isn't it? We haven't had an official Q&A yet. But any questions you want to answer on this live stream, please go ahead. Especially Queen, especially bootlegs, because there's a lot of bootlegs, counterfeits going around in the world of bootlegs these days, and you know, bootlegs for me are. It's great to have bootlegs. I mean, Queen bootlegs are amazing to have. I just come across this page on Facebook called Vinyl Records Forever. If you haven't subscribed to that page, please do, because it is amazing. Very nice thing on there. You're seeing a load of bootlegs all about the Beatles to a lot of the Queen. Well, wasn't a lot of Queen ones, but I saw this one called the Black Album by the Beatles, which is a bootleg. And it was interesting because that one showed an image of a dog with a gun, and you may wonder that was actually the same print from what Chris had. No News is Good News, the Ruthless Rhymes bootleg EP we had many years ago. And actually, Chris has still got his Queen collection, would you believe? So he's still got it. I was at his last week actually. He still has his collection, and he's currently having a bit of a sort out with it later on. But he will be buying more Queen vinyls anyway from it. And Chris is doing good. He's doing good. So anyway, and moving on from that anyway. So in the past, I never really collected bootlegs on CD or albums. Chris normally bought them anyway. He bought them for collectability. I mean, the rarest bootleg he has at the minute is the No News is Good News live from Osaka. And then he had the green one, which was Get Down, Make Love, which was the most bizarre release we've ever come across. And we literally had a lot of people asking about that bootleg, and everybody said, show closer images of it, and can you show us the full thing of it? It's on the channel. And I really, really did really like that one. It's a shame that he couldn't replace it. I had a look on Discogs. They are selling new versions of that, actually. Well, the same versions. The green edition is the rarest one. The orange edition is the second to rarest one. The red edition is the third to second rarest one. And the black edition is just normal. The green edition is the hardest. Is actually the hardest to get. And yeah. So pretty impressive stuff with that, with bootlegs and stuff. I said I've got a few bootlegs. I mean, I had that Queen Rarity CD. I've still got it on my drive, which is the scratched, supposed to be scratched version of Doing All Right, and terrible tracks on it. Terrible tracks. But very interesting to find outtakes from the Miracle sessions and the Innuendo sessions, and some amazing tracks in there, which is really, really impressive. So to say it, really, hands down with that stuff really from it. Also, I don't know if anybody ever got this in the 80s. Bootleg. There was a bootleg copy going around of Bohemian Rhapsody on a pressing that was from the Mercury Trust, and I don't know whether it is still. I know Discogs has got a picture of it, which is a bit naff, but the picture's terrible. But it is kind of a bit of a thing with that one. So I don't know if he's never had that in their collection before. But anyway, going on Discogs anyway. So the one I found recently, you probably might not have ever found this one, but I find it distressing to see the picture, because it was a really, really bizarre yeah, it was a really bizarre release that came out, and it's this one. So if you are a little bit sad about this picture, then just skip the video a little bit for this. The one I'm referencing to is this one. Can I dig it in here? No, I've got to put it in this. No, I've got to put it in there. It is, if I can bring it up a bit bigger, it's this bootleg. Wants to Live Forever. Yeah, I know the picture's very bad, but it's what they released at the time. This, I saw this release in a shop in Sunderland called Hot Rats. Now, I do understand this was removed immediately from the stores, just because it's, I mean, obviously this is from like the picture that they took from the night when he was getting the award, and after that BPI just let him off stage. And anyway, the idea of this one is this release. It's a 70s performance. It's a 70s performance bootleg, but for unknown circumstances, it says, I mean, off Discogs, an excellent 70s performance of the Queen the Queen, the Queen, right, of the Queen himself. It's just him singing it. Okay, it says recorded on a mixing desk, production support by Stinker, and obviously this is an official release. I mean, this is definitely it's actually a white label. It's just a white label. It's just really a very unique release that came out. Now, it hasn't got any date on it. There's no date being produced, but I do know is it did officially come out, and I remember seeing this in the shops, and it was on red vinyl. There is a black vinyl edition also available as well. There's a catalogue number on this, because this has got the catalogue number. It's Q90A and Q90B. Well, it's Q90A, and the B side is A90B. That's the matrix calling it. So I think from kind of having an idea for this, this could be probably the one of the not the worst bootlegs, but probably the most weird bootleg ever. I think the tracks on here, I'll tell you what the tracks are on here. There's Procession, Lord, Father, Son, Augur Battle. Oh, it's actually spelled wrong. It's Augie Battle. Son and Daughter, Keep Yourself Alive, the Seven Seas of Rye. Yeah, Modern Times Rock and Roll, and Liar. That's all that's on it. It seems to me it's a Queen 2 and Queen 1. I think it's Queen 1 and Queen 2. Basically, I think what it is, it could be an audience recording. It could be off a TV special. I haven't got a clue. So it's a very unusual release. So if anybody finds this bootleg, please do let me know and see if you pick it up anywhere. If you do find it, then obviously just see if you can do it from there. Now the next bootleg we have, and I'll keep this on the screen if you would like to reference this one. The next bootleg is one of the most collectible bootlegs ever released, and the best bootleg ever done, 1994, and it is this one, Zoom. Yeah, the Queen Zoom. This is one of the best bootlegs you can ever get. This is one of the best ever to buy, and in my opinion, this is the rarest CD to get. It's absolutely fantastic. This is the best quality. It's all live from, I think it's all live from Japan, various places. The only thing about it is the discs are pretty weird. Track listing is a little bit bizarre. We get the track listing up here. Just give me a second. All these images you can find on things as well on their Discogs. The track listing on this is so bloody bizarre. You've got, if I just make it a bit bigger, you can see it. There's Bohemian Rhapsody, Augur Battle, Sweet Lady, White Queen As Began, Flick of the Wrist, Bohemian Rhapsody, Killer Queen. Apparently Bohemian Rhapsody's twice on this for some bizarre reason. Then you got the Attack of the Attack of the Black Queen. So it'll be actually the March of the Black Queen, the Attack of the Black Queen. Bohemian Rhapsody again. I've still got Bohemian Rhapsody on it for obvious reasons. It's live in Japan, 1976. Very unique bootleg to find. But the only thing about the bootleg is it was released on vinyl. It was released on CD, but on this release, on the it was all released on CD. Actually, it wasn't released on album. But the only thing about this release is, if you have read in various other places, the whole disc cannot be skipped at all. It's actually all segued into one track on one CD, which is a little bit weird for its release, but it is one of the most collectible releases ever done. This is actually the reissue that came out, and this is the original release that came out. This is the one that came out in 2015. This came out, I think this was released on the Holland label that came out. Oh, hold on. I can't get it. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Just gonna get this right. This thing's crashed again. Damn you. That's it. Got it there. This is the reissue that came out. This is the 2015. This is just being re-released, actually, this one. And it actually has been improved. Sound quality is improved on this. So that's the front sleeve of it. This is the back sleeve of it now. Let me show you the back sleeve. Bog standard Queen thing for it, which is kind of a bit weird. But that one's been released on blue vinyl, and my camera's just gone off. These goddamn images. But anyway, they're the three vinyls that you can get. The three best ever videos. Sorry, the three best ever bootlegs you can actually get, which is really amazing. I just need to put back my stupid camera's gone off. 1 second, guys. There we go. And I'll just put you down the bottom, because you need to go down to the bottom, down to the bottom. Next one. And there we go. That's it. So these bootlegs here, I do recommend these ones to be the best ones ever to get. But this one here is bizarre. This one is bizarre. If you ever get a chance to get this one, look for it and see if you can track this one down. If anybody's got this one in their collection, give me a message on the old Facebook Queensville page and let me know, and post up your video, your pictures as well. It's cool. I'm going to touch upon a few questions I received through the discussion page. Oh, I don't want to do that. No, don't do that. Just get over there. Let's go to the community page. I'm going to go into the messages I've received a couple of days ago. I'm going to do all the stuff from this page first to do this, because I've received a load of messages regarding my videos. I'm going to do the videos ones first, and then I'm going to do the recent Q&A that was brought out. So we're going to move these up. I'm going to keep this one on the screen. If you guys want to know what this one is, this is called Who Wants This Forever. If you guys can track this bootleg down, let me know, because I want to know what it's like. As I said, I don't think the shop ever has it back in the shop now, but this one is the rarest one to buy, so try and get yourselves on that if you can. Right, I'm going to talk about some of the receiving comments I've received a couple of days ago. Regarding last month was, as I say, last week or so, 6 days ago, did the live stream of the vinyl collection. Somebody has put on there from Italy. I think it's an Italy thing. It's La Chance, love, 3 hearts. Yeah, La Chance. I think somebody keeps saying me. Fantastic collection. Yeah, it's a good collection actually, that one. Then I'm having comments from certain video, which I'll get later on. One comment came from someone would put a comment about the War Pigs motion device video. Very interesting comment. Thumbs up. Where are they now? Touring in the States. Back in school. No, motion device. I'll talk about them later. Yeah, I will. I promise I will. I will. But yeah, yeah, just about the video War Pigs, how I did it and stuff. Very good indeed. One came from B-Side Records in America. And this is about the Queen collection. This is the new Queen collection that came out in D'Agostini. If you've seen the video, the recent video of D'Agostini opening of the Queen kind of magic one, go and look at that video. Someone did a great job of that video. Amazing, really good. But I do have got but unfortunately, I am not very happy with the way. I'm not very happy with the way they've done the packaging, the outside packaging of it. But you can have your own decision about it. Anyway, it says I hope they do this in other markets around the world. As an American who pressed it on the box set, I would love this. New subscriber, loving your channel. What an amazing collection. Yeah, when I touched upon the fact that they were going to release it commercially, well, since that video was posted, I have also got an update to tell you about that actually, because I received an email from Discogs from D'Agostini, and after they watched my video of it, the Queen thing, they have actually released it on Discogs now. You can buy it on Discogs for £16, and that's just for one. That's just for one, not the whole lot. They are going to sell it on Discogs for £16 each, and that is brilliant. The only bad thing about it is that I don't like. I was hoping they were going to just like sell it with the book inside the vinyl. I'm going to sell the vinyl as it was. The stand is okay. It's just kind of a bit misleading, the fact that it could have really improved the packaging a bit better. But hey, I'm not going to piss about this time. But I think what it should be is it should be for people who want to enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's 180 gram vinyl, as I said. It's a really brilliant collection. So if you want to try and buy the whole lot, there's only two out, as I understand, Innuendo and the Kind of Magic to start it off with. Then I think they are pretty much having a bit of an impact to get out. If they get it out in the USA for Italia, but you can buy it really, because you can buy it in euros. You can buy it in Italy though, it's the only thing. But I do understand that Discogs is selling it. So Discogs' page is selling D'Agostini. If you type in D'Agostini on the label, then type in Queen, or either the easiest way to do it is type in Queen of Kind of Magic 2018 D'Agostini, and then enter that one, and then it should just come up as two of them. It's only two. There is another two released, I think, this week, and another two released in the following months to come. So I'll keep you guys updated about that. Okay. Right, we're going to go on to. Let me just have a look. I'm not going to go through all the Brian Johnson stuff because you guys have just basically just taken the piss really for it. Kind of a bit bizarre with people. Some people on here are great fans of the channel, fan of stuff. I have people saying Brian Johnson. I wonder if this guy likes Queen. Yes, he does actually. The one about the making of the Scandalous video says syncrocious. Don't know what it means. Aquarius Girl 93. I have heard of you before. You have been subscribing to Barry's channel, Barry Lewis's channel. Very nice person you are. Damn, I'm happy to find your channel. I'm a huge Queen fan. I will share your video on Queen Facebook group. Kisses from Germany. Thank you very much, Aquarius Girl. Thank you. It does things about AC/DC. I ain't gonna go into all that stuff because there's just too many comments I'm receiving from them. One came 2 months ago saying, Freddie. No, I'm not going to say that. Sorry, I'm not going to do that. Josh Slade said that thing as well. What is his impression of John Hurt? Yes. I actually like John Hurt. Yes, it was great. Great in Alien. It's brilliant. Apparently, it's just saying about. I'm not going to go through all the things on it. Anyway, one came from 3 months ago. One came from a guy called John Edmure Guzman Duran. I think he's trying to put this as J-E-G-D. J, don't know what it's called. It says apparently how much do they cost. And this is referring to the Queen CD collection. This is the first pressing. This is the first pressings that came out, and I don't know which one he was asking about. He might have actually been on about the CDs, the original CDs that came out, the original 93, 94 versions. To be very honest with you, I really don't recommend them CDs anymore. They are terrible. They're terrible releases. They're just awful. But they did cost. They used to cost $6.99. It was $6.99 when they originally came out. But then 1993. And bear in mind, this was pricey at the time it came out. You had to pay $12.99 per disc for the remastered collection for that Digital Master series. That is a fucking joke. That nearly cost you over about £200 for the whole lot. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's only for the remastered ones. I'm not talking about the non-remastered ones. But yeah, it's absolutely insane. Let's have a look. See more. I got loads and loads of these. Those messages from somewhere. One came from Jane Hodgson 4 months ago. This is a Skype call. Oh God, we did this quite. Oh, this is ages ago. Oh, this is about the Queen and Queen and Twat Face thing is in it. Got a lot to about these things. We'll just say about these things anyway. So Jane says. Jane says that's because they aren't producing massive albums and singles for charts. The music is already there, so it will be okay with a flipping pump with a flipping numpkin. Yeah, if you I had a massive gripe about the Adam Lambert thing. You know, I hate the guy. I absolutely hate him. I mean, I'll take it from my point of view right now, and this is what I absolutely think. I think, right, and in the chat room is open, by the way. I can't see chats. I think, right, from a personal point of view, here's something that I kind of really don't like. And I have to agree with Chris on this as well, because Chris did tell me this the other week. He said to me that Queen should pack it in all together. They should. Just leave it alone. This is not Queen anymore. We haven't got Freddie anymore. We haven't got John anymore. We've got a band that's kind of not Queen, really. It's not a Queen band. I mean, all right. The youngsters today who really enjoy the music, it's great. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely amazing. They love the earlier stuff with Freddie, but coming in at the later stuff with Adam, it's kind of a bit of a thing with it. I mean, I don't understand why they chose him over the Queen Extravaganza one. The Extravaganza is much better because Jeff's involved now. Jeff's got Soto, who I really admire that guy, and then you've got the other guys coming in. Where you've got Mike Martell, fucking spot on guy. He is absolutely really the best guy I ever got for that tour. So go and see Extravaganza, and then if you want to spend £50 on the ticket to see Twatface, we'll go and see him. Won't work. I mean, Mark's went to see him that many times, and he said I only went there to see Brian and Roger, but I didn't really go and see Twatface. So I just don't like. I don't like it when people abuse the Queen thing. They don't. They're using the name because they're using the Queen Plus thing because I think it's adding singers who enjoy Queen music but don't have a say about what they need to say. So I absolutely don't like this because I hate the fact that when we get tribute artists coming in, we have got singers who are just picked at random. Brian and Roger went to America. They went to American Idol and said, right, you're right. Adam Lambert, you're coming in now. Let's sign a contract. And then the next thing, what everybody was asking about was, are they going to record any new material? No, there isn't. No. There's no such thing. That there is absolutely zero truth They will never record an album. They are not going to record an album. They're going to tour. And they will tour until Queen is about to end. Brian is now, at the moment, campaigning for his right against the animal cruelty. Roger is relaxing in his studio and trying to think of ideas for his next album. Then Brian is going to work on his next thing, which is the box set, which is supposed to be released this year. It's still being put back a lot, but it's finally getting sorted out, thank God, because it's taken a long time. And then this Queen collection that's just come out now by D'Agostini, it's been a great, which will be a success. If people from Italian have got that one, yeah, good work. But kind of would be very difficult to try and find a box set of that. Which somebody had commented about, saying, "What is there be a box set available for this?" I really don't know. You would have to buy the main thing itself. But looking at the video I saw last week of it, it was not bad. But then again, I don't know. Kind of, it would say, well, maybe it kind of would work for its thing, or maybe it would be perfect to find it. But saying that though, if you are wanting to buy the box set, buy the box set. But I don't think D'Agostini would like to splash out loads of money on this. I mean, every single individual album is costing €16 each, plus P&P charges, and it's it's completely insane. So my thoughts about that, the Adam Lambert thing, I just think it is too much. Extravaganza is better, because it's great. And she actually goes on in the next one, she says, "There's always extravaganza, and people need to move on sometimes because of the grieving process. As anyone considered how they're feeling, it must hurt. They are tired. When they were with Freddie 20 years ago, they'll never forget him. Totally agree. It's time. It's just they need to move on. Horrid, I know, but it may be dragging on and hurting them. Yes, Adams oversings sometimes, but he's not that bad. Seriously, it's all about the legacy they're making. All this is making Brian ill if he finds it hard." Well, actually, do you know what, right? I'm going to agree with that comment, actually. I'm going to agree with that comment. I absolutely think, right, this film that's supposed to be getting thingied, this has gone to hell now. If you've ever heard the recent arguments happened on this, that Bryan Singer was coming in to direct the film and he got fired, and then there was fights with him on behind the scenes. Ralph Malek was going to be the next Freddie, and they were filming outside the stage thing. Brian was producing the film because he was full on to the backstage of it, and Roger's got no involvement with it. And I don't know why Roger's not involved with this thing. And yes, it's just one of the things where they've already had a television special made for the Freddie Mercury story, Who Wants to Live Forever. That was made by Channel 5. I sent my email to Channel 5 and I said to them that was the best thing you've ever done. That should be out on DVD. It hasn't had DVD release yet. I don't know why they're not released on DVD either. So I have no idea why, but I am going to find out from Channel 5 who is releasing that DVD. They want to put it out. They need to get it out. It's brilliant. And then she goes on saying about, we will see what the film unveils. Well, yeah, the film's on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. No one can give a straight answer about it. I don't know. I absolutely don't know. It just varies. It varies on other people's things about it anyway. It's ridiculous. Vincent Rich. 5 months ago, I heard the "I Want It All and I Want It Now" part of the song, but I never knew where it was from. It's actually the single version of the song. Anyway, someone's saying waiting for a new AC/DC album. No, there is no plans to do an AC/DC album. I think that Malcolm is sorry, Angus Malcolm's passed away. I think Angus will give a statement, and he'll say, this is the end of AC/DC. AC/DC will. I can't see a future with AC/DC. I can't. Brian's gone. Everybody keeps saying Axl Rose is great for the singing. It doesn't work. They kind of. I think that I had this conversation with Chris last week when I was at his house, and he mentioned it was really weird. Back in Black was not Back in Black. The song Hell's Bells was playing on HardRadio.com, and I mean I was at that station every day. Awesome station, plays all the good rock metal tunes, and we had this conversation last week about, like, because we keep mentioning about what is. I think the period of AC/DC in the early stages was really good, and I think that Back in Black is a great album. I mean, I know it's for Bon Scott and it's his legacy and everything. It's his story, and we had this right good talk about it. And he says apparently that he likes Back in Black, but the rest of the albums, I think they just go downhill after that. You've got die-hard fans of AC/DC who really enjoy the music, but you've also got to realise that if you love AC/DC and you love the music, carry on with it, but delete albums that you don't really play a lot. Keep albums that are great for what it's made for. Possibly for those about the rock, that's a good album. Fly on the Wall is a medium album, but actually it's got some good riffs on that song. It's actually got some good songs on there. And then I think if you skip Maximum Overdrive, that doesn't really work, that album. But if you listen to, I'm trying to think, listen to, you're trying to think, what was the last one I bought? Black Ice. That was an alright album. And the last one I brought out, which was the head, I can't remember what it's called now, but that was the last album I brought out, which I think our last album I brought out was really good with Brian in it. It was just spot on, that album. It was really good songs in it, really good. So, as I said, if you are saying, is AC/DC going to bring a new album out? No, it should never be done. If Brendan O'Brien's going to come back and produce it, well, I don't know, maybe. Maybe Brian will give one farewell song to him. I ain't got a clue. It will never happen. It will never happen. I've got more comments coming in apparently. This is about, I'm reading the comments from the previous few months where I wasn't on Queensville for over a year, so I'm going to read this thing as well. We're just kind of a bit thingies on it. Austin Skoda 6 months ago, was that a remix of Breakthrough they were playing? No, it's just the 12-inch single version of it. It's one that Queen did. Queen produced it. This is cool. Gerber Bernstein. This is on the Brian May on Queen Forever, the album, the compilation album that came out, and he says you can hear the bleed from the scratch track guitar on Freddie's headphones during Dragon Attack. Yeah, you can. Well, actually, it's actually the what happened. It's actually weird, but Dragon Attack is one of their most brilliant ever songs, heavy songs. And it's a bit bizarre, but what they did was in the studio, they recorded two parts of the song, and then Mac switched over one to Freddie's voice and switched back again on it. So they were trying to replicate Queen 2. And I think the Game album, the Works album, is one of their most best albums ever recorded in the 80s. I mean, everybody says that. Obviously, Night Opera was a great album to listen to. It was brilliant. But the best one that I think the 80s one's best are because the sound quality on the Works album and the Game album are just identical. The Game album is it's amazing. If you ever get the American original release of it, which I do have on Electrica Records, listen to that version. Don't get the UK one. It's totally shit. The UK one is terrible, but the American one is amazing. It's great. I'm gonna stop there for now. Now, other things going on. Some pretty sad news happened. Some sad news happened about, apparently, I was told about this a couple of weeks ago, and I wasn't aware of this at all. I received some news about Hollywood Records is going to be is in financial troubles. Apparently, Hollywood Records may be going out of business because they have been lacking a lot on releases from other artists, not Queen, but other artists. It seems that Hollywood Records in the UK and USA are under really bad times at the moment, and they may be going bankrupt due to the fact that they have been losing money. Hollywood Records has been losing money. This is obviously the Disney group in America. They are at the moment under talks to try and save the label, but Hollywood Records has not made a statement yet about it. But I have heard in the leaks that apparently Hollywood Records is supposed to be under financial troubles. It's under some bad troubles at the minute. But it seems that it could be the fact that Queen may be moving over to a different label. I do know that now, if you have also heard about Universal's bit, the Universal Records is now owned by the Warner Group. It's now under the Warner Group's label. I think it's a bad thing to do, but Warner Bros. Came in and they apparently backed their backup for keeping the labels alive. EMI, Virgin, Decca, everything else. So yeah. So if Hollywood Records closes down, the American distribution, I'm talking about the American distribution as well, what's going to happen to Queen? I haven't got a clue. Although one thing did happen that was interesting. Omnivore Records, Roger Taylor did a deal in America with Omnivore Records, and they are re-releasing his albums. They start to re-release Strange Frontier, a new version of Space, the Space one, Fun in Space, and they were the first ones to release the hits on vinyl, on a special vinyl, and it's now becoming very hard to buy that album. Actually, if you try and get it, well, it's good luck if you can get it. But if Roger is going to continue with that, I don't know whether Omnivore is part of the it's part of Hollow Records. I don't know, but they apparently are. He secured the rights now to his recordings. The American label has secured the rights to his recordings, and they're allowed to keep their tapes. They're allowed to. They haven't released Electric Fire yet, but that is due to be coming out soon. But that's only released in America though, that one. But yeah, there's a lot of things happening in the world of Queen at the moment and stuff. It's really, really bizarre. Just gonna go back to the comments page. By the way, guys, if you're wondering where the Queen news is, by the way, we are going to do that. I am going to do that, but today we're not going to do that today. We're going to leave it to next month. Then we're going to do all the news you don't know about. And I might be getting back on my XSplit because OBS does not allow me to screen capture various windows on it, which is crap. So hopefully if OBS sorts it out, then it'll be great. I can't do the news at the moment, but I will be sorting it out soon. Just going to keep random. I'm doing random ones, by the way. I've had a message. Oh, I've had a message about a wire record player. Oh yeah. Oh. I forgot to tell you guys about this. I can't believe this happened to me. This. Oh dear. My wire record player hasn't died. This died. The needle died. And I had a great screen capture of it, and the needle was wearing out. And I've had this needle for over about nearly 21 years, and I've had this in my possession for a while. And unfortunately, last week it just decided to die, and so I'm now having a little bit of a think about whether to buy a new one or whether to keep my old one. But it's going to cost more to get this replaced than getting the record player I've had for my possession in life. But that's what happened. Anyway, one said, how do you play it without speakers attached to back through? Well, these did come with speakers, but the speakers were unfortunately in bad condition. But what I do with the record player is I have a jack plug which I use here. I have this jack plug here. This goes into the record player. The other part of this goes into the mixer, which you guys have seen on previous videos. That's under here. I really can't show you guys on camera because it's kind of a bit like tucked underneath a little bit of a desk here, and I can't really bring it out. It's kind of it's there permanently. So yeah, but I'm using an 8-track the MIDI player. MIDI disc player that I'm using. That's all I'm using it for. Just I'll put my music on it. Sounds to this day great. The only thing that I'm having trouble with though, I'm getting a lot of feedback from the record player itself. But I think I know what it is. It's actually the Wi-Fi box that's affecting the playing on it. But what I'm going to try and do in the next couple of weeks is, as I promised you guys, I am going to get this part of the room. This is all going to be sorted out. We're going to put a massive desk here, and we will be having better office, like an office type thing. And then this part here, this is going to be going somewhere, and I don't know where it's going yet. So I don't know where it's going yet. I don't know. But anyway, I didn't get the chance to get the tape recorder repaired. But I saw a lot of videos online. I saw a great schematics that came out of the cassette player. That is a nightmare to take out. It's a nightmare to take out. Don't start me on that. Absolutely fucking couldn't get it fixed. So, but people were telling me before to buy an MP3 cassette player and just put it through the computer. It's easy that way, but it's fine. Right, I'm going to go for another few batch of things. One came from Guselo78. Why was it not? Oh, apparently it says why don't was a kind of Made in Heaven 2 instead of a compilation. I know what you mean. Just saying. Why wasn't it called Made in Heaven 2 instead of a compilation album? Because there was no, there wasn't any other material available from them. So there's things in the vaults, but I don't think they would ever use them. So it kind of was a bit stuff. I think that is it. Guns N' Roses and AC/DC do not mix, that's for sure. Rose doing bad cabaret. But, I mean, every day on hardradio.com, they keep playing three songs from Guns N' Roses. and it is November Rain, which is the most incredible song ever written. Then they play You Could Be Mine, and then and it's always, every time it's always Night Train. I don't know why they keep playing Night Train for. Kind of, it's a great song, but two of the best albums I've ever recorded. Really good. I think that's it. I think that's all the questions. I think that's all the Q&A I have now. So thanks everybody for giving us some more messages. I'll give you guys updates of other stuff going on. I also got spam ones behind us, but I'm not going to talk about them because it's just a bit daft. So they can all get thinking on it. Somebody said here, I heard the vinyl collection update live stream. I liked it a lot. Hit me up on email. I don't know. Oh, that's the last stream I did quite months ago. That was. Oh, that was it. That was 9 months ago. And some other people just giving me a bit of thing on it. So there you go. Right. Okay. So a few more things just got to mention. This week, look out for. Oh yeah, there was a video on YouTube this week of Brian May, I think, and there was an interview where somebody captured it on their phone device. Come on, people. You've got there's people out there who can't even stream properly. Use OBS, but use XSplit better. Yeah, I think I might have to go back to XSplit next week because XSplit was more better. But streaming on this, I like it, but XSplit's shit. Yeah, look out for a few more things this week. Queen news will be back next month. I do promise, because I do keep up with the news, guys. But unfortunately, OBS does not allow me to screen capture the screen, and it's a bit of a shitty thing. But if OBS gets sorted out and fixes that issue, please do, because it's about time it was done. Please keep it going as well. Just to finish off, yes, I unfortunately didn't get time to do the 7 singles. What I'm going to do is on the next live stream, because the next live stream is going to be very long indeed. We will do these on the next live stream, and we'll touch upon a few more things as well on it. Also, if you guys are interested in a few more things, don't forget to like the page on Facebook. Some people out there, if you are wanting to send me a message on Queensville, please do, but do not send me a message regarding about my channel, how you can download my channel, how you can get into my channel. Do not do that, please. That's my personal business. You don't need to know about what I do. All you need to know is that this channel is for you guys in Queensland. You send me information, you send me ideas. I get a lot of messages every day on my Facebook Queensville page, and all of a sudden it comes back saying I like to. Yeah, that was a spammer. That wasn't real, but it was a spammer. So yeah, but don't go, guys. I'm okay. I'm okay. Discogs stuff. There is going to be some more sightings on Discogs in the next couple of weeks. Look out for them. Also, there is going to be the Passion Records Remembered page. I did a live stream last night on there. If you want to go and look at that, go and hit that like button on there. The page is my new YouTube channel is open, but I haven't uploaded any content just yet. I've only opened a few of the videos I've downloaded off here, and I've edited them onto that Passion Records Remembered page. I am going to be re-editing just a few more videos. I'm taking out the Passion stuff off the channel, and then I'm going to re-edit one video next week to make it fall into the same category for that video we did previously from last year or so. If you kind of get me on that level anyway from it. Okay. Right, guys. There is going to, as I say, not a lot to really say about next month. Next month's going to be really busy. So the next stream will be, and I'll tell you what day it'll be. It will be the 3rd of April. Between the 3rd of April and the 2nd. Not Sunday. No, just stream on Sunday. But it's probably between Monday and Tuesday. I'll let you know, guys, when it'll be from that anyway. From it, so cool. Right, guys, that's it from me. Thank you for tuning in. As always, you guys are great. I'll see you guys in the next few days. Until then, have a great one, and keep messages coming in. And don't forget to like and subscribe on the channel. Keep updated with the videos, and see you later. Bye.